Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Florida Boy. This is my EDC channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Olight i3T, and today is day number 2 of the Olight May sale. So we are not going to waste any time. i3T, let's get into it. All right, if you did not see the video yesterday, I was sent some pretty cool stuff from Olight. I did not pay for it. They was sent in for review. So now that I've got that out of the way, thank you, Olight. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking out the video. Also, really appreciate that. So today is the i3T Stars and Stripes edition. I did receive the Open Glow Stars and Stripes edition and the Optical. So those are super cool. Look for the full reviews for those to come. If you didn't see the video yesterday, like I said, that was just the unboxing. We're actually going to do the full reviews now. So real quick, we'll take just a quick look at Zebate, and then we'll do our normal stuff whenever we do reviews. And here we go. We got our normal i3T layout. So let's just go ahead, just in case, you know, this is your first time watching an Olight video or an Olight review. We'll just give you the works. So including the tail switch, we are pretty much just at 3.5 inches. If I pull out ye old scale, and you can see this does have the battery installed. So with battery installed, we are at glare 1.4 ounces. So these are extremely light. There's a reason why a lot of people like to carry these, you know, minimalist style. It's just a good size. It's very small. You know, on this sale, I think they're running like just over $18, so they're relatively inexpensive. Let's go ahead and do a couple comparisons just so you can see. Here is the i3T from the last sale last month. Pretty much the same size. I don't really see any difference in size. Still got the double helix pattern, still has the, you know, the two-way pocket clip, tail switch. Everything looks pretty much the same. So just wanted to set that side by side. I'm gonna flip this back over just so you can take a look at that. So how about next to an i5T? There you go. That'll give you a size. This is the AA version of this body style, while this is the AAA version. AA is a little bit more output. You know, they actually do have the i5R is on the sale in the carbon fiber. That's looking pretty hot. Pretty hot. If you picked up the i3 in carbon fiber like I did, you might have to get the i5. Got to complete the set, right? Okay, so this one's a little big, but this was also part of the last sale. I know a lot of people picked it up. This is the Baton 3 Pro. So there you go. Definitely quite a bit bigger. If we move on to something a little bit bigger yet, this will give you a good idea too. Here's your Arkfeld, the second iteration that just came out not too long ago. How about next to, we'll go ahead and just throw up the Imalent LD70. I'm kind of just grabbing flashlights that people, you know, EDC a lot. These are pretty common EDCs. Maybe not the Imalent. This is kind of a newer one. But it is relatively close in size. So just to give you an idea there. We'll go ahead and throw up just a couple more. I've got the, this is the Raylight Pineapple. So there you go. And I'll also throw up the Raylight Pineapple Mini. Get an idea of the sizes there. That is a AA and a AAA version. And then last but not least, I will just go ahead and throw up the Rovivon A9 Pro. Just, you know, like I said, we're just getting an idea of the size here. So this thing, very carryable. When you're looking at body profile, you can see here, it's pretty much the same thing as far as the Rovivon, or the Raylight Pineapple. So very close in size. You know, one more thing that I don't normally do with these, but this is a good idea. Here you go. So here it is next to the Open Mini. These things are super awesome to have in a bag. If you have one of the larger Opens, this will give you an idea yet. This is the Open Glow, which is roughly the same size as the Open Pro 2. There you go. So you can see those are, like I said, pretty close to exactly the same size. So you can get a good idea about how big the i3Ts are if you have not owned one yet. So there you go. That should give you a pretty rough breakdown of like size wise. Go ahead and move some of these out of the way. We'll get back to our tabletop. So looking at this guy right here, like I said, we still have pretty much everything the same as far as the other i3T models. If we open her up here, it does come with your normal Olight battery. There you go. This is the one that we are used to getting. Let me slide this back in here real fast. I know we are going to do some beam shots. I don't typically do beam shots with i3Ts. I just use them in comparisons. But I was thinking back, and I don't think I actually did beam shots when I did my real i3T review. So we're going to give this review the full works. We're just gonna do everything, you know, the normal way. We'll just act like this is the first one. This is kind of the first one. That's how we're gonna look at it. So, I think this guy is really awesome. If we talk about the specs on these, max output is 180 lumens. So if I shine her up here, that is 180 lumens, and you're gonna get 21 minutes out of that. If we put it in low mode, which is right here, you're going to get 16 hours. So this is a great, I carry one of these in a bag, my EDC bag, and it's kind of like my backup flashlight. So it's my flashlight's flashlight. And they're really, really good in a pinch, or, you know, if I have a coworker, because sometimes I carry like a higher end flashlight. Like if I have my Baton 3 Pro in my pocket and someone asks if they can use my flashlight, they're going to get handed the i3T. I don't hand them my primary light. People just, unless you're a flashlight person, a lot of people just, you know, oh, it's a flashlight. So that's, yeah, I'm a little weird about same thing with knives. If you're a knife person, same dealio. You're not going to hand somebody a really expensive knife unless they're a knife person. Same thing with flashlights. So run times on this are good. 180 lumens is good. Remember, we're talking just out of a AAA alkaline battery. That is a 1.5 volt battery. Now, something that's cool about this is this does say that it is compatible with lithium batteries. And I believe that was something that we were trying to figure out with the donut. Let's see here. Let's take a gander. Let's see. All right. Moment of truth. Let's see. Oh. A little brighter. All right, cool. I actually put in a little bit higher. You know, you guys know I like to live on the edge. It does say a 1.5 volt lithium battery. This is a 3.7 volt. So yeah, you know, it's funny because I get a lot of people that when I talk to them about this, they're afraid to burn out their LEDs. I run one of these a lot. I typically don't leave these in here, and I will run a 10440, this guy right here. I'll run one of these in these i3Ts because I love rechargeable batteries, and I've never had a problem. Not saying that you won't. Don't, you know, I'm not trying to lead by example here. I'm just, you know, giving you my personal feedback. I typically don't use these normal AAAs, the alkalines. I live on the wild side. I toss a, you know, bigger, badder battery in there. And like I said, I've been doing it for a long time, and I do use these flashlights, and I haven't had anything burn out on me. So, but like I said, that's me. So whenever we go outside and we do the beam shots, I'll put in the alkaline. You know, I won't leave the higher power battery in there. I know that's not cool. All right. So let's go on to the light source here. So this is kind of interesting. So we are 900 candela. And so they actually said the light source is a Philips Luxeon TX Cool White LED. I don't recall ever actually getting full descriptions of the LEDs. Either that or I just overlooked them. I'm trying to see, is that a... It kind of looks domed. Hold on. Let's take a Pikachu. Yes, that looks like a domed LED. Just curious. Like I said, I always kind of, if anybody's a gamer, you know, whenever you're playing, you know, if you play something like Call of Duty or something like that and you play zombies, you know, when they come out with new maps and you're always looking for like the little Easter eggs, trying to see if they did anything different. That's what I do with flashlights and knives. It just, it keeps it fun. All right. So reflector, your lens that we have on here, that's a TIR optic lens. So very, very nice. I mean, a lot of it's kind of the same stuff. IPX8 rating. You did see whenever I unscrewed this that we had the O-ring sitting here in the back. There you go. We also have another O-ring here underneath the optics. So, like I said, these things, IPX8, for 99% of people out there, this is going to be more than enough flashlight. Definitely going to be rugged enough. This is an aluminum body. Yes, it is magnetic. You can stick a magnet to it. I don't know. Currently, don't know where my magnets are. I currently don't know where a lot of things are. I just did a whole new setup in here, and yeah, all my stuff is kind of all over the place. So let's go do some beam shots, and then we will be right back here at the table. See you in a second.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do some of our nice little beam comparisons. So up first here on the right, we're going to go ahead and start off with the i3T. You'll see it here on low mode. We'll jump it up to high. And then just to compare it, we're going to be running an i5T. Here we go. So i5T on the left, i3T on the right, both on low. And then we'll power them both up to high. Here's your i3T and your i5T on the left. This i3T is pumping out some light, man. This thing's kind of kicking. Let's see. I only brought out one other light because, most of the time people are running i5Ts or i3Ts. So here's your arc feld. And then we'll do the i3T on the right again. Then we'll crank the arc feld up a little bit. Here we go. We'll crank the arc feld up to turbo. that's crazy. So this little i3T, this thing's putting out an awful lot of light. Here she is. Low. High. That's coming out of a AAA flashlight. Gotta love it. Let's get back to the table.
All right, now that we got to check out the little powerhouse of the i3T, like I said, I'm a pretty big fan of these smaller lights. I like a light that is, how do I say this without sounding completely vain? So I like lights that I don't necessarily need a high power light very often. So with lights, I really, if I'm looking at something, I'm usually looking in tiny cracks and crevices, and it's very, very close to me. So, me carrying 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 watt flashlights, it's strictly just because I think it's cool. And I've got some EDC buddies, around that also do the same thing, and we just kind of like, yo, check this out. So yeah, so this is actually a pretty cool flashlight. If you check out the Olight website, they say a couple cool things. They say as you carry this, it polishes it. So we'll see. We're gonna carry it. We're gonna see kind of what what that means. I know when you carry something in your pocket, you get a little bit of a polish. This is copper, so this will polish, this will patina, polish, patina, and then it's a never-ending cycle. So I don't know about this, whether it's the finish that's on the aluminum or kind of what the dealio is with that. Everything else, I love the flashlight. Like I said, everything's kind of the same that we're looking at here. Double helix body, it's all the same. Really, what you're paying for is you're paying for the new pattern, and I don't know if this is a different lens than what they typically do. There we go. Let me grab that battery. Hold on. Let's see. Just out of curiosity. I don't know. They look the same color. Yeah, they look pretty much the same. I was just curious. I didn't actually shine it next to another i3T, so I had to know. just had to know. I think that about wraps it up. I think that's pretty much all the skinny on this guy. Like I said, it's actually a pretty good price right now. You know, this thing will throw a couple 100 feet. So if you buy it with the old pin glow, you can pick it up for just like $5 or $6, I think. It's a really good deal if you bundle it. If you don't bundle it, you're gonna spend like $20, which, you know, it's still pretty cool. The Stars and Stripes edition is pretty neat. I like that they did the American flag stuff. That's pretty cool. I really like that this knurling right here, the double helix, it kind of gives that it kind of gives it like a waving flag pattern. It would have been cool if they just sent the knurling this way. Then it'd really look like a waving flag. That would have been pretty neat. It'd have been just a small detail that once you saw it, you'd be like, oh, this is awesome. Aside from that, you know the skinny about this. I'm going to put my discount code down in the bottom. You can save 10% if you use FBE10, and I will also put my links down there if you use either one of those. I do get a small commission, but it just helps support the channel and what I do, and I can't do this without you guys, so I greatly, greatly appreciate it. If not, totally okay. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. That also means a lot, and I can't do that without you either. So, either way, thank you. Greatly appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. That way I can get recording for the next couple days. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out the video. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button and consider subscribing. I post pretty much every day. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.